In this video, I'm bringing you the best 5 A2 sports bikes that you can buy in 2023. Bit of a wild card here. At number 5, we have the CFMOTO 300 SR. Now, while CFMOTO have released a higher spec 450 SR, the 300 SR is A2 compliant straight out of the factory and might be a great choice for someone stepping up into the world of bigger bikes without committing to the full 47 horsepower limit. Powering the 300 SR is a 292.4cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder that kicks out a decent 27.4 horsepower at 8,750 RPM and 25 Nm of torque at 7,000 RPM. It's got a 6-speed gearbox and you'll reach a top speed of around 90 miles per hour, which would be a welcome step up from the 125cc performance you may be used to. For fuel economy, a 12-litre tank and 80 miles per gallon will see you covering around 210 miles on a full tank. We see a 292mm single disc up front with a 4-piston caliper and a 220mm rear disc with a single piston caliper, telescopic upside-down forks and a monoshock, 17-inch wheels and a 140 wide rear tyre and a wet weight of 165 kilograms. The seat height measures up to 780mm, which in combination with that relatively low weight will make for a very manageable machine. The 300 SR isn't lacking in tech. It's got a full-colour 5-inch TFT display with phone connectivity, gear indicator, 2 rider modes, sports and eco, ABS, slipper clutch and full LED lighting throughout. For colourways you've got 2 choices, Velocity Grey or Twilight Black. Priced at £3,899, this is a lot of bike for the money, and it also comes with a 4-year warranty for parts and labour, which shows CFMOTO are putting a lot of confidence and faith into their machines. So for pros, it's that budget price tag, it's got a lot of tech and that 4-year parts and labour warranty. As for cons, it's not got the best performance and top speed, and ultimately it's Chinese manufacturing. Taking 4th place is the Yamaha R3. Potentially a controversial position in the list, I have the R3 at number 4 for a couple of reasons, so let's get into them. Powering the R3 is a 321cc liquid-cooled parallel twin kicking out 42 horsepower at 10,750 RPM and 29.5 Nm of torque at 9,000 RPM. With a 6-speed gearbox, bouncing off the limiter it will see an indicated top speed of 112 miles per hour. That high redline and peak power output renders this a thirsty bike. With an average of 57 miles per gallon and a 14-litre fuel tank, you can expect around 175 miles in range. It's got a single 292mm disc up front, 220mm disc to the rear, telescopic forks, a monoshock on the rear, 17-inch wheels and a 140 wide rear tyre. Weighing in at 169 kilograms wet, it has got a healthy power to weight ratio, but with those lower torque figures, acceleration will be moderate, around 5.1 seconds 0 to 60. The seat height comes in at 780mm. For tech, the R3 has a simple LCD display with a gear indicator, ABS and LED headlights. This feels a bit lackluster in 2023, so it could be an area for Yamaha to improve. For colourways, it comes in 2 flavours, Icon Blue and Yamaha Black. It's got a very premium price tag too at £6,405, which in comparison to other models feels like a lot. So for pros, it's got solid top speed, good dimensions and Yamaha reliability. As for cons, it's light on tech, it's got a very premium price tag and not the best acceleration. BikeMatters is powered by Lexham Insurance, who are motorcycle and scooter insurance specialists here in the UK. When it's time to get insurance on your bike, be sure to click the link in the top right hand corner now, which will take you straight through to Lexham's quotation page with their best deals being direct. Let's get into the top 3. Taking 3rd place is probably the most race-focused bike on this list, is the KTM RC390. Super agile, super light and super sprightly, the RC390 has a host of spec and tech features to make any race-obsessed biker twitch. Powered by a 373cc liquid-cooled single-cylinder engine with a 6-speed gearbox producing 43 horsepower at 9,000 RPM and a fantastic 37 Nm of torque at 7,000 RPM, the KTM will see a top speed of 112.5 miles per hour. With its 13.7-litre fuel tank and average 67 miles per gallon, you can cover around 200 miles on full tank. Fully laden, it weighs 172 kilograms, so with those excellent power figures, acceleration is very sprightly up to 60 miles per hour, only 4.2 seconds to be specific. It's got a single 320mm disc with a 4-piston caliper up front and a 230mm disc with a single piston caliper to the rear, telescopic upside-down WP Apex forks and WP Apex monoshock on the rear, 17-inch wheels front and back, and a solid 150 wide rear tyre. The seat height is 824mm, so slightly taller here. For tech, this RC is loaded with a full-colour TFT display, gear indicator, traction control, KTM's CFMOTO ABS giving you some rearward sliding flexibility, cornering ABS, a quick shifter and a slipper clutch. It comes in 2 colourways, this nice metallic blue and KTM's classic orange. Priced at £5,799, this is a lot of bike for the money, and if the competition wasn't so tight, it could easily take 1st place. So for pros, it's got an awesome tech bundle, great performance and agility, somewhat of a bargain price tag, and that futuristic styling goes a long way. As for cons, there's just the one, and it might be that it's a little bit too race focused for some. Time for number 2. In at number 2 is the Kawasaki Ninja 400. Now I hear you, why isn't it number 1? Well, this is my list and I'll explain why. Another extra sporty number, the Ninja 400 is light, it's potent, and it's probably got the best power to weight ratio on this list. Powered by a 399cc liquid-cooled parallel twin, it pumps out 45 horsepower at 10,000 RPM and 37 Nm of torque at 8,000 RPM. It's got a 6-speed gearbox and will reach a top speed of 116.7 miles per hour, making it the fastest bike on this list today. That speed focus does sacrifice some economical values though. With its 14-litre fuel tank and 60 miles per gallon, you can expect around 185 miles on a full tank. Weighing in at just 168 kilograms, those power figures in union with this ultra low weight mean acceleration is quick. 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds kind of quick. Braking sees a 310mm pedal disc up front with 2-piston caliper and a 220mm rear disc with 2-piston caliper. You've got telescopic forks up front, a preload adjustable monoshock, 17-inch wheels with a 150 wide rear tyre and a seat height of 785mm. The low weight and accessible seat height makes this a very user-friendly machine, though do expect a sportier ride position here. For tech, we have a classic race-style analog tachometer, LCD speedo, gear indicator, ABS and LED headlights. Once again, feeling a little bit light on tech here from the Japanese. You've got a choice of the classic Kawasaki lime green or carbon grey. The lime green model is priced at £6,299, whereas the carbon grey model comes in at £6,099. Both look awesome, take your pick. So for pros, it's got great performance, ultra low weight, fantastic top speed and acceleration, and those looks are phenomenal. For cons, there is just the one, and it's that the tech feels a little bit underwhelming, though I will say some people may prefer the analog tachometer. Now, taking the ultimate number 1 spot on my list is the Honda CBR 500R. Honda have truly smashed it with the CBR 500R in my eyes. It's gorgeous, smooth, powerful, and has had some big improvements over the last couple of years. Powered by a 471cc liquid-cooled parallel twin, the CBR kicks out 47 horsepower at 8,600 RPM and 43 Nm of torque at 6,500 RPM, the highest figures on this list. With a 6-speed gearbox, you'll reach a top speed of 116 miles per hour, but I must say I squeezed 118 bouncing off the limiter on my 2018 model. It boasts a 17.1 litre fuel tank, and with a healthy 72 miles per gallon you will cover up to 270 miles in range. Where the CBR falls behind a little is in its weight. 192 kilograms isn't to be brushed off, and you do feel it in comparison to the lighter models here, but it does offer stability at higher speeds, making this ideal for highways and bigger roads. Expect to get from 0 to 60 in around 4.7 seconds. It's got twin 320mm discs up front with two 2-piston calipers and a 240mm rear disc with a single piston caliper. Preload adjustable telescopic forks up front and a 5-stage preload adjustable monoshock gives you lots of flexibility when it comes to your suspension setup. It's got 17-inch wheels front and back with a whopping 160 wide rear tyre and a seat height of 785mm, which does take the edge off that high wet weight. The clip-on bars are raised slightly too, taking the edge off the sportier ride position. For tech, it's got a negative LCD dash which looks great, a gear indicator, ABS and full LED lighting throughout. The 2023 colourways are stunning too, with gunpowder black and my personal favourite, Grand Prix red. Priced at £6,599, this is a premium bike, with the looks, performance, economy and comfort to back it up. So for pros, it's got the ultimate A2 performance, fantastic braking and suspension, it's very stable at high speeds, it's got a solid economy, and it's got those amazing Fireblade inspired looks. As for cons, it's the undeniable heavy wet weight. So there you have it, my best 5 A2 sports bikes for 2023. If you want to check out the best new motorcycles for 2023, hit that video there. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.